I was retired prior to this. I was in healthcare for 30 years. And then retired from that in 2013 or 14, and then I did some startups in healthcare with some people that I knew in the industry. And then I retired for good around 2020. And then my son and I were talking late 2020 about what he was doing down here in Tampa. And we decided to do something together up in the Hilton Head, Savannah area. So we're looking around, and just by coincidence, I saw the Mosquito Hunter. Well, I saw a few franchises. So Mosquito Hunter was like in 4 or 5 franchises that I had run into. And I liked that one because I felt like there was a big need for it, which there was. And I had been down there about 8 years in Hilton Head, and no one had ever sold me a mosquito control program, even approached me with one. So then I went and looked, and all the competitors were down there. So I'm like, all right, and I know there's a problem down here. I know all the competitive companies and all the pest control companies are down here, but I never once got solicited to basically get. So I said, I'm going to open that thing up. I said, there's got to be an unmet need down here, or guys are just so busy that they're not even marketing. But one way or the other, I said, it's a good place to open up a franchise, so we did that. What I liked about Mosquito Hunters compared to some of the other different business franchises I was looking at was I liked the fact that it was still relatively a young franchise, and the owner originator folks, you know, the Andys and Nicks and all those guys, were still very close to the day-to-day operation of the franchise, because that seems to be a value proposition. And also the fact that they were purchased, they were owned by an umbrella that had, some experience in the space, turf chemical control and turf, that kind of thing. I wouldn't have done a brick and mortar franchise. I had no interest in it. We wanted to do a service business. I didn't really want to get into owning real estate, renting real estate. So it was going to be a service business, one way or the other. A brick and mortar franchise really never even appealed to me, to be honest with you. So if you really want to engage somebody and build a culture where quality is real important, where training is part of the daily act, you got to have enough staff so that other people are working while you're doing this stuff with people. So that was important to me also. I really didn't want to be doing any servicing myself. What happens is when you get good staff and you get them trained and engaged properly, they become an advantage in selling and marketing your business. They become brand ambassadors for you also. My staff's that way wherever they are. People know them, they recognize them, so I put the time in and made the investment in the staff because you want that back from them. If you just want someone who's going to show up and spray a yard, you don't have to put that investment in. But if you want someone who's going to help you build the business, you have to invest in those people, put the time in, put the money out, and make it happen. So that's why we did that. Even as a young franchise, Mosquito Hunters has offered just a wealth of people and information. With the sister franchises, it becomes even deeper, but you can't farm all that information in a year or two. It takes, you really start to develop relationships, and you really have an opportunity to develop friends and associates that can really help your business, expand your knowledge, and no, you don't find that without a franchise. No, that's one of the unique benefits of a franchise, is that's right there for you. I've spoke regularly to half dozen to 10 different franchise owners and or mentors of various franchises over the course of the season, regularly. 2, 3, 4 times a week. Invaluable. At the end of the day, when it gets late at night, you're still alone in the business. Everybody is. It's your problem or your success. But having all these folks around you does make a huge difference. People that have huge successes really don't have usually different talents or special talents than the rest of us. They're the same. What they have is they have different motivations and or levels of commitment to what they're doing. So you got to commit. And once you make that commitment, then it's really not a question of should I be doing this, it's just what should I be doing? You don't question what you're doing anymore in terms of your business. You're just continually searching out answers, solving problems, finding new ways to do what you have to do. But, it's that old adage of burning the boats. You make that commitment because, you're going to do it. I literally could run this business completely before lunch, because I have staff in the field doing the work, and because I have redundancies on the phone. I could probably do that. I don't want to do that this year. Hopefully we're too busy on the phone to do that. That's my goal for this year. Is I'll keep that phone ringing all day. So if we can do that this season, then that's okay. I don't mind that either. Because in South Carolina, you sit on your porch. I got a nice porch with a big table. I do all my business on my porch. Phones are there. Everything's there. It's nice. Yeah, drink a little tea. That's right. It's really a nice place to work. I got to tell you, it really is.